thief was in action in the middle of a crowd. After stealing a phone, he pretended to be on a call before swiping an old man's wallet. Neither of them noticed a thing. Wearing dark sunglasses, he casually walked away. This guy was a master of pickpocketing, his hands quick and precise. But it wasn't just about speed. He had incredible observational skills too. In no time, he spotted another opportunity. A woman stood nearby, clutching a large bag while talking on the phone. Her face tense with worry. He was sure there was something valuable inside. When the woman suddenly broke down in tears, head lowered, he saw his chance. Swiftly, he snatched the bag and disappeared into a quiet alley to check his loot. But when he opened it, all he found was a wig, a teddy bear, and a broken phone. Frustrated, he grabbed the phone and tossed the bag into a trash bin before walking away. Just a few steps later, boom! A loud explosion erupted behind him. Stunned, he turned around, only to see a massive hole where the trash bin had been. His heart pounded as he realized something was seriously wrong with that bag. Panic set in, and he bolted from the scene. When he got home, he turned on the news and froze. The explosion had been reported, and a chilling video had surfaced, an ominous warning that this was just a small taste of what was coming. In response, the head of security immediately held an emergency meeting, vowing to bring the terrorists to justice within 24 hours. At the same time, the police managed to find evidence from a security camera near the scene, showing that the man was the one holding the bag containing the bomb. Realizing this, the police immediately launched a manhunt to capture him. Meanwhile, the man was at home when he happened to see the news. His face was all over the screen, labeled as a wanted fugitive. Knowing things had taken a bad turn, he quickly packed his things, ready to run. But just as he stepped out the door, he saw a man questioning his neighbors about him. With no other way out, he climbed out the window and escaped across the rooftops. It didn't take long before the police officer spotted him. The man tried to shake him off by running into a crowded market, quickly disguising himself with a jacket and dark sunglasses. While looking for another escape route, he noticed a guy stopping his motorcycle nearby. Seizing the opportunity, he intentionally bumped into the owner, skillfully swiped the keys, put on a helmet, and prepared to take off. But just seconds later, the officer caught up and tackled him to the ground. He was arrested and taken to the interrogation room, where the officer pointed a gun at him and demanded to know why he had planted the bomb. With a guilty expression, the man explained everything that had happened that night. But the officer wasn't buying it. He didn't believe in coincidences like that. However, after years of experience, he could tell the man didn't seem to be lying. So, he decided to give him a chance to prove his story. The man simply stood in front of him for a few seconds before telling him to check his wallet. Confused, the officer took out his wallet. His money was gone. Now the officer was convinced this guy was definitely a thief. But if he wanted to clear up the terrorist's suspicion, he had to find out who really owned that bag.